Next to folks, go get the sea salts that they have the iodine in them. There'll still be some other contaminants and things in it, but it's better than being deficient. You'll die without it. You know, I mean, it's real simple. This is not rocket science. I can't believe it's us telling people you've got to have B12, you've got to have nascent iodine, you've got to have it. What happens if you don't have vitamin B12?
You die. Just like iodine. And many people have died, and many people have been misdiagnosed. One of the most common misdiagnoses of vitamin B12 deficiency is MS. You can have Alzheimer's, dementia. You will literally die, waste away, and die if you don't have B12 in your system.
Ted Anderson's dad, he allows me to tell the story, and it's such a horrible story. He says, I don't care, tell it. I think I ought to get Ted Anderson in here. The Beyond Tangy Tangerine from InfoWarsHealth.com longevity that's got the essential 90. You know, they say only need like 60, but really it's 90 trace elements, minerals. It's an excellent product. And they have the 2.0 that's purely organic. Very hard to get that many ingredients in it, all organic, as you know. But his dad has Alzheimer's. I met his dad before, a nice guy. They like to go fishing, hunting up in Minnesota. He went on that for a few months and suddenly knew who he was. Short-term memory was back. They were fishing. His dad was back. The sores all over his arms, scurvy, healed. They went and tested his blood at the doctor, and they have him on, I guess, Coumadin. Never had a stroke or heart attack, but blood thinner. I think that's the thing he said. And the doctor said, whoa, you got vitamin K here. Are you eating a lot of spinach? What are you doing? No, I take this Beyond Tangy Tangerine. Oh, my gosh, you got to go off this. And Ted's mom said, and his dad went within a month of going off of it. Didn't know who he was again. Sores came back. And he said, fine, I'll honor my parents. You just go ahead and don't do it. But the doctor said, you don't take that and you don't eat these leafy vegetables because it'll block the Coumadin. So, okay, you're not going to have a heart attack if you don't know who you are. I mean, it's crazy that you can't have the vitamins. You can't have the minerals. And it's just simple. It's not rocket science.
It's not. I mean, you know, our water inside of our system is just like seawater. It's full of minerals and nutrients. And if we're not getting them in the soil, the problem is they're killing off the soil. They're poisoning the water. They're poisoning the air, all the things that we need to survive. But the good news is there's a solution, and it's not that hard. All you need to take is a good organic multivitamin and mineral formula. Take the nutrients that you're not going to get in your normal diet.
So Beyond Tangy Tangerine, Secret 12.
Iodine, and any type of herbal formula to assist anything else that you need help with.
What about folks that are really poor? And even though our stuff is fairly priced and very effectively priced, reasonably priced, to be competitive and high quality, what can a poor person do to get their essentials? Obviously, eat the orange peel.
People ask me that question all the time, and I always ask them, how many pairs of shoes do you buy? How many new shirts do you buy? What do you spend your money on? The thing is, you can afford, if you change your life, how much does being sick cost you? Being sick costs people a lot of money. It costs their family time, suffering, depression, anxiety. They go back and forth to the doctor, which costs them gas. If you look at the pricing and the cost of sick care, it's a lot more than the pricing and cost of health care.
So what's the real, I mean, there's a lot of game now sold in stores. So I guess you could get real game. I'll have vitamin B12 in it. I guess you can get, from an orange peel or whatever, mega dosages, or rose hips are like super cheap. I guess you could get...
well, you can go to your local farmer's market. Every single town has one, or find a farmer that's growing organically.
What's the best salt to get iodine if you can't afford this?
Himalayan crystal salt. Himalayan crystal salt is what I use. It has 84 minerals and nutrients in it. And
so the poor man's Beyond Tangy Tangerine is Himalayan salt.
Yes, yes. The poor man's Tangy Tangerine is Himalayan. I'll tell you another really, really good nutrient source that I use, and this is all that I...
We're just trying to help people that can't...
Yeah, no, exactly. You can get this for $4 and pretty much get all the nutrients you need is raw organic apple cider vinegar. Go to the store.
Oh, yeah, you got me on that, and that's what I've been forgetting to take. I need to take it.
Put a tablespoon or a teaspoon, however much you can handle, in some distilled water.
That's the best probiotic.
Water, and you're going to get all kinds of nutrients, minerals, probiotics in there, enzymes in there. A big problem is we don't secrete enough enzymes in our body to help us digest foods. So
chew your food well.
Chew your food well. That's really important, which I tell people all the time. Chew their food until it's a liquid before they swallow it. But
my dad always said that. Chew your food, chew your food.
Right, exactly.
I still don't. I act like a wolf.
Well, usually people in the military wolf their food down because you only have a certain amount of time to eat.
Well, I never
changed my eating habits when I was in the military because they were like, you have 10 minutes to eat this. And we would be like...
Well, I was about to say, I used to be pretty well behaved. My mom was always about be a gentleman, have good manners. I could go, you know, eat at the rich people's houses, and they'd all be impressed. Now I eat like a barbarian. I'm trying to train myself again because I got kids, so they're not like little pigs, you know, like the pig family. I mean, that cute way. But yeah, having to eat like during a couple 3-minute breaks, that's what really screwed my gut up too, because I wasn't digesting.
Well, I did a report on how people eat nowadays and found out that the majority of people eat in the sympathetic state. And you have a parasympathetic nervous system and a sympathetic nervous system. The sympathetic is your fight or flight response. When you're in the sympathetic state, and that means eating while you're driving, eating while you're talking on the phone, eating while you're watching TV, eating while you're on the computer at work. I have a whole list of all.
Well, that's why in the Bible it says, I forget the passages, you're supposed to sit down, pray, be calm, and take a long time to eat as a family.
And so what happens is your digestion comes to a halt when you're in the sympathetic state. When you're eating sympathetic.
And the way we used to eat dinner, it was almost like meditation. It was a big ritual.
Right.
That ritual's gone. They've destroyed it. Said you're in front of the television. Oh my gosh, it's such a conspiracy. We'll be right back.
This hour brought to you by InfidelBodyArmor.com. When it hits the fan, don't be left without the body armor that will save your life. With prices starting at just $374.99 and ships free. Get yours at InfidelBodyArmor.com. Just won't quit.
Hi, Ted Anderson with Midas Resources. Is it time to convert paper 401ks and IRAs to solid gold and silver yet? Get our 10 Reasons book free. Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
Hey, Boomer! I learned in school today that 60% of our bodies are made of water. Good thing we have the Berkey system. It's the cleanest, best water ever. Mom says it's because the Berkey's filtration system cleans out the bad stuff and leaves only pure, delicious water. I know, right? You love it too. Yeah, I'm thirsty too. Let's go get some. Get Berkey clean water by calling 877-886-3653. That's 877-886-3653. Or visit GoBerkey.com.
When I first got online and I seen the price of the X2 and the DNA Force, I was a little hesitant, but I pulled the trigger on it. It has changed my life. I've been taking it for about 24 days now, counting the weight, staying in shape.
InfoWarsLife.com. You've heard the callers to the show.
Several months back, I started taking your Nathan Iodine and your Super Meal. Prior to this, I was barely walking. Now I'm able to function as a human again.
Whether it's Survival Shield, Nascent Iodine, or DNA Force, Super Male Vitality, Super Female Vitality, Lung Cleanse, Fluoride Shield, Oxy Powder. I believe that all of these products will blow you away like they've done the thousands of other customers that have visited InfoWarsLife.com.
Dash 2, just amazing what it's able to do to actually detox the body. It's great stuff.
If I'm going to promote something, it's got to be something I personally use and that I believe in. Check out InfoWarsLife.com today and the entire line of groundbreaking, cutting-edge, hardcore products.
Did you know by age 50, half of all men have an enlarged prostate? This means more urges to urinate, longer bathroom trips, waking at night to urinate, or issues with sex. If this sounds familiar, call us now, because we're shipping free bottles of Super Beta Prostate to listeners of this station. Super Beta Prostate is a non-prescription formula guaranteed to reduce the symptoms of your enlarged prostate. It's yours free. Pay only shipping and handling. Just call 1-800-852-1820. In clinical trials, the ingredient in Super Beta Prostate was shown to reduce urges to urinate, improve bladder emptying, reduce waking at night to urinate, and improve quality of life. This Super Beta Prostate free offer is for listeners of this station, but it won't last. Don't wait. Just call 1-800-852-1820. That's 1-800-852-1820. Call 1-800-852-1820.
You know, I was going to have Anthony Gucciardi in here to do his report on going up to Dallas to investigate Ebola, now that they've declared it Ebola-free. We're just going to have a medical doctor on who first blew the whistle tomorrow about the intel he's getting from up in Missouri. And then he will write a report tonight or tomorrow that will accompany that about what we found in Dallas. But they are disappearing people who appear to have Ebola. Forbes, separate from us, said, yeah, the media's agreed that cases that look like it are being disappeared. We don't talk about it. You don't talk about people being disappeared? This is confirmed by a doctor on record, at least 2 other doctors off record with us who we know. I mean, one of them's big, runs a bunch of stuff, big hospitals. This is freaking me out because it's like a Twilight Zone episode. Doctor,
some of the families are starting to... the families are starting to come.
That's who we were meeting with. They're freaking out. Yeah, they say, yeah, my husband died of Ebola.
Exactly.
You have people dying on planes, vomiting with blood coming out, and they go, oh, when it lands, it wasn't Ebola. Obviously, they're covering it up. They've told the police don't talk about it. They don't know what's going on. They just say if it looks like it, shut up. But that's illegal to disappear people and not be honest about it. So, see, this was hurting Obama. He wants to leave the borders open. So now they're just going to deny it's out there.
I'm surprised that it didn't spread a little bit more. They didn't do something to create a little bit more panic.
I think when the panic when they were getting the blame, they thought they would just have Ebola here and no one would go, well, why is the border open? When we made it political, they had to back off.
Mm-hmm.
When Drudge did. Because remember, they had all their pundits attack Drudge. Stop saying it's going to spread. Then it started spreading. Oh, really? Well, now it's not spreading.
Well, there's definitely a reason behind it. You know, that's yet to be determined. But if you look at all the research that we've been talking about in past shows and everything you've been uncovering about the CDC owning the patent, I mean, there's no reason why, if you link everything together with them owning the patent, with them, you know, verifying a rabies Ebola vaccine back in the 90s, all the hermetically sealed coffins that they have stored away, all the FEMA camps that have been put together that have been verified.
I think it's what Obama said. This is a test run.
All the underground facilities that are pretty much complete right now. So, I mean, yeah, exactly. He came out and said it was a test run. They put everything out there. And
they're test running to see if they can control the media when there's an outbreak and cover it up. That is creepy, because to me, it's not even an Ebola issue. I'm going to say it again. We have doctors naming themselves. We have Forbes confirming what we said. They're in the meeting. The media is agreeing to not talk about it and cover it up. Boom, it's done. I mean, there's something going on here.
The thing is, for some people that actually pay attention to the alternative media, they know. I mean, you've been covering all this for a long period of time, so they should know what to do, and they should be prepared and have everything that they need just in case or when it does happen, because they obviously wanted to test everybody out and see how everybody reacted to this, and they did create a lot of fear. I know my phones were ringing off the hook saying, what can we take? How can we protect ourselves? So I think that they accomplished what they wanted to accomplish and found out how the world would react. Now it's just a matter of time. I think that, we know for a fact that they have stored up biological weapons that could be used at any time. They can be mixed in with the chemtrails and sprayed on us. So now it's just a matter of time before something like that happens. But
well, we're already being hit by the soft kill garbage, so we don't know what got us. It's just a cocktail of testing and manipulation. Well, we're going to continue to follow this. We've got a bunch of big guests on tomorrow. We've got Cliven Bundy. They've been getting harassed, put on terrorist lists and stuff. But, Harry Reid, the repudiation of him, I think, is showing who the real terrorist of the Constitution is. That's coming up. We have the director of the new Nicki Minaj video that they're trying to censor coming on as well to talk about First Amendment issues. But do 5 more minutes with us before that director comes on. Folks, it's a great sales tactic because it's true. Secret 12 at the current rate it's selling will be sold out in about 4 days. InfoWarsLife.com if you want to get it. And it supports the transmission. Thank you all.
The Genesis Communications Radio Network.
Next hour coming up. InfoWarsLife.com. Check it out today. I have set out to bring you the most hardcore, cutting-edge supplements and nutraceuticals, bar none. And that's what you'll find at InfoWarsLife.com. We have rejected literally hundreds of products from the InfoWars Life line because they are not of the very highest quality, or because they're not 100% organic, or because they don't pass all of the strictest toxicology tests there are that we have listed at InfoWarsLife.com. Whether it's Survival Shield Nascent Iodine or DNA Force, Super Male Vitality, Super Female Vitality, Lung Cleanse, Fluoride Shield, Oxy Powder. I believe that all of these products will blow you away like they've done the thousands of other customers that have visited InfoWarsLife.com and believed in us and tried the products. Folks, check out InfoWarsLife.com today and the entire line of groundbreaking, cutting-edge, hardcore products.